Good day, friends and Bitcoiners. All right, my apologies on the late start, but we're going through some technical difficulties, so we'll just roll with the punches as we normally do in our crypto space. Welcome to BCN Crypto Kickoff. My name is Mr. Clifford T. Mitchum, and I will be your host. I am also the educational director for BitcoinCryptoNews website. So we're an aggregation site, so we get all the cool news stories from around the internet and give them to you as a localized resource. So with that, let's go ahead and get our show started. First off, always like to do our big crypto shout out to my man Eugene Forrest and his show Bitcoin and Coffee. Thanks for the shout out. I always catch that show Monday mornings at 8 o'clock, Wednesday mornings at 8 o'clock. It comes on Saturday evenings as well for their bonfire and beer, or I guess because you don't really drink coffee that late at night. I don't know. But hey, thanks guys for giving a little shout out to the show this morning. And I'm a little behind for all my other shout outs because we had some internet issues this morning. So my apologies to everybody else. I'm going to catch you on the next show for that. Also, our friends on Instagram. I'm going off of the hotspot that I have on my phone, and that doesn't allow me to be on my uh, Instagram account and on the computer just for bandwidth's sake. We're just going with the one so that way we can actually maintain this. But just like everything else on the internet and the crypto space, we just roll with it, do the best we can with what we've got. So let's go ahead and begin the show as we always do by going over our disclaimer. The information provided in this show is for educational purposes only and is not financial or investment advice. For financial advice, please speak with a licensed professional. So let's look at what we have going on. Oh, before we get into that, we also want to mention our sponsor, CryptoQuick.com. They are a directory and resource to find local businesses that accept cryptocurrency. If you have not claimed your profile or created your listing, be sure to go there and do that. Please mention that you saw their information here so that way they know that we're actually helping them out and providing a resource to their resource. So I did get word from them. We had about 4 people that signed up and got listings. Yay! Just from this show. So everybody, continue your work. Make sure you post it out there. And I caught a bit of Bitcoin and coffee. That a guest, Josh. That was about all I got on him because I was working through all my other stuff over here behind the scenes. But Josh, yeah, I highly recommend getting onto Crypto Quick so you can list your orchard. I know you're saying you're raising fruit and providing that. Didn't get answers, didn't hear if you were selling it for crypto, but highly recommend it. As you probably already know, it don't need me to push it out there for you. But Crypto Quick would be a great resource to have your information listed for your company and business. So going from there, let's look at what was going on in Bitcoin last week. Last week, Bitcoin started off, or excuse me, the week of December 9th through December 15th. Bitcoin started off the week at $3,612.05, finishing out the week at $3,252.84. That is a $359.29 drop, or 9.9% decrease. Uh, I expected a little flatter as far as the movement. Overall, 10% is a little more than what we'd even can look at for day trading, which is generally around 5% with the overall week. But came down a bit more than I had anticipated. I expected a more of a flat activity. But it's just kind of one of those things. It's the end of the year. Businesses are closing out their books. Um, Annually, Chinese New Year generally causes a drop in cryptocurrency, although I don't know how many Chinese actually send cryptocurrency as a gift for that or give it up. Uh, I got to do more research as far as the Chinese culture and get knowledgeable on more on what they exactly do and why people feel that that's connected to the drop in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Nonetheless, we still expect a little drop coming in January as people even gear up for BACT, which is going to be announced January 24th, or go live January 24th. So I personally don't think it's going to go down to the 1500 mark, but I didn't think we'd be going down to the three. My expectations would be probably getting under three for a bit. How far under three? I think 1500 is still too far, but getting into the low threes, lower threes, and high 2000s is still very possible, just with the activity that we've been seeing. We have a lot of people that are pulling back from the financial and legacy markets just because they know it's the end of the quarter. Everybody has to round off their books. People need to consolidate things to get their taxes ready, which again, everybody, I do highly recommend taking care of your tax situation. You don't want the long arm of the law coming after you for your cryptocurrency earnings. Because rather than taking the little bit that you would end up giving them, they're going to take a whole swath. Particularly, the more money you make, the more they take. So I would always keep that in mind and just, protect yourself. I always recommend sticking to the safe side. So with that, and don't get me wrong, I'm not a big fan of the IRS, but I'm not a big fan of silver bracelets either. So that's in relation to handcuffs. So I would just give the man his due and move forward. But hey, you do you, I'll do me, and we'll do we, and it'll be all good. All right. So look at that. We do have somebody that popped into our chat, Mr. Paul Rouleau. Good morning, sir. And to all Bitcoiners, I didn't write that into the chat. Oh, wait, there should be an S on Bitcoiners. And Mr. Paul Rouleau, you are a rock. He is a big supporter of cryptocurrency, big supporter of Bitcoin and coffee, big supporter of BCN Crypto Kickoff. So love all the work that you do. Continue on, and thank you for your support and visiting our chat and our channel. All right, so looking at what's going on in Bitcoin this week, last year. Now, last year it started out at $15,168.40, finishing out for that week at a whopping $17,706.90, which is a $2,538.50 gain, or 16.7% increase. Now, last week I mentioned the all-time high, according to the numbers, was 18,838, but apparently I didn't zoom in enough or get the little marker to go to the right peak. And then, but I refreshed and found out that that coin market cap had the all-time high at $19,475.80, which is where we started off. We're going to start off next week. So, little point of clarification, and from there. So when we look at that gain last week, it was strong, solid, 16% gain overall, which is inverse to the about 10% that we are seeing, 10% drop that we're seeing today. Now you had a lot more fervor, and you did have the coming high, all-time high in the following week. So it was just a matter of actual drive in the market that last year was supported that we don't quite have it this year. The big thing that's different is the fiat value in Bitcoin is steadily increasing in 2017. However, in 2018, the fiat value has been low to flat for the most part of the year to a drop at this point. But the infrastructure and the framework is really the key to look at. I have a lot of people that are giving me that old question. So how's Bitcoin doing? How's that cryptocurrency thing working for you? Had to clear my throat from all that. But what I always remind them is, how do you feel when Amazon or any other retail site gives you something for 60% off, 70% off, 80% off? Well, I'm excited. It's a deal. Well, hey, that's the exact feeling that I have for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. It's on sale, 80% off. Get it now. That's what I see when I look at this market. So I'm I'm enamored with all this. I'm just glad that I can actually put some funds aside and get into more. That's just me. I mean, the other thing to look at is from a regulatory standpoint, we have the SEC that's getting more comfortable with cryptocurrencies, and they're going to have their announcement early next year, which I think is going to coincide with the trading desks that the big legacy markets have also put together, which again is greater foundation and a greater reasoning as far as why cryptocurrency is not going to zero, it's not going anywhere, and is truly be the disruptor of the world that we all see it to be. You have the regulatory infrastructure being put in all around the world. India is making it through their whole ban situation. China is opening up their markets. You have Thailand that's looking at it as a banking currency. Germany has banks that are doing cryptocurrency. Sweden has banks that are incorporating aspects that they can utilize cryptocurrency. It's going on all over the world. So any FUD that somebody's seeing only tells me they don't know Bitcoin. So with that in mind, fiat value last year was great. Foundational value this year is great. Fiat value this year is blah, but all of it's coming for the greater purpose, the greater good. For those of us that have that long-term vision, keep it up. So now when we look at what's going on in Bitcoin next week, last year, Bitcoin started off the week at 19, or this is the week of December 16th through December 22nd. It started off the week at $19,475.80 for its all-time high, and then finished out that week at $13,831.80. That is a $5,644 drop or 29% decrease. So you can see how quickly the market turns around. Once we had that all-time high and that fervor into cryptocurrency, everybody quickly started getting their books in order, taking profits and exiting the crypto space, which that's what I'm seeing for the next week that we have this year as far as more as we go into next year. People just don't have that excitement to maintain this value. I just don't see that as an expectation for that. So you can see a strong 30% drop last year. Now, that is just to be expected. As we already know, people are going to do profit taking. For those that were able to do profit taking last year at this point, or I shouldn't say able to, smart enough to, because I didn't take as much as I should have. I diversified and built up my portfolio, got into several other coins. That was my version of profit taking, which worked out very well. However, those that took it into fiat and actually got cash, good on them. It was a smart move and just always a good portion to have in the plan. At the end of the year, at the end of each quarter, companies are going to have to pull funds out just to get their books in order. Keep this in mind. That's why we focus on this from a week to week and a quarterly basis and in the overall year. So you have to take it in small bits to make sure you can be prepared for the various changes that go over time. So these are the predictable ones. We also have the unpredictable ones being current events like the SEC announcements, the backdrop, the big expansion developments, and the different coins. Like we can do atomic swapping between the Ethereum chain and the Bitcoin chain now. So, I mean, that's a tremendous move. And that's going to be something that's going to offer more support and growth and fervor into the crypto space coming into next year as we see more expansion of that. But main thing is have that long-term vision to see what's coming before it's actually on top of you and it's more difficult to react. So we have that going right there. So it was a good time last year, but the thing to notice is that this is the time when people start consolidating their books and getting all their affairs in order to get ready for the close of the year and the coming tax season. So when we look at the quarterly activity in Bitcoin, for Q4 of 2017, it started off the quarter, and that goes from October to the end of December. Started off at $4,395.81, finishing out the quarter at $14,156.40. That being a $9,760.59 gain overall for the quarter, or 222%. So again, this was the final quarter, great run up. As we just saw with looking at what's going on next week, You had that peak, it's going to dip a bit, rebound, but then as it goes into January, you'll see another drop. But the thing to keep in mind is the overall activity throughout that quarter. So looking at it peaking and then dripping off. This way we know towards middle to end of December, funds that I have, I'm looking to pull out and move, split around, prepare the field for next year. And that's what many businesses are doing. So we always should be expecting a drop at the end of the quarter, or at the end of any quarter, particularly at the end of the year. So looking at this last year, quarter to date, so going from October 1st up to the end of the week being December 15th. We already know it started off $4,395.80, 81 cents, and finishing out this week at $17,706.90. That would be a $13,311.09 gain for the quarter, or 302.8% increase. When we take things in a quarterly perspective, we can better plan for profit taking for anticipation of fiat value increases. I'm I'm somebody that likes to have the majority portion of my portfolio in Bitcoin. I'm not a full maximalist. I am heavy in Bitcoin. But when people can predict these timings and these value increases, it makes the profit taking a lot easier. I don't go into the full technical analysis that a lot of other very knowledgeable people have and they've put together. But just by looking at these overall swings, we can more simply look at what activity we can expect and determine as far as what's going on in cryptocurrency. So this time, it's about the time the profit taking should be done. If somebody's going to do it, I'm just saying. So it was a wonderful week. Some of the largest gains for the quarter happened between then and now. So middle of December to end of December, time to look at. So now moving on to what's going on this quarter, this year. So our quarter to date from October 1st to December 15th of 2018. Bitcoin started off the quarter at $6,593.24, finishing out up to Saturday at $3,238.66. That is a $3,354.58 drop, or 50.9% decrease. Half the value. Fiat down, foundational up. Keep that in mind. It's 50% off. It's a fire sale. Everybody, look into it. It's not financial advice, but something to consider. If we can see now that the fiat value is down by 50%, the regulatory structure and the legacy markets are looking to get in. What does that say for the future of Bitcoin? What does that say for our expectations? Our expectations that it's going to do better. That's what I'm seeing. So these are talking about rock bottom prices, or actually not quite rock bottom, because I think we're going to see a little bit more closer as we get there, but it's still getting close to that bottom. And it's some of the best time that somebody could look at getting into cryptocurrency, because we haven't seen these values since early last year. So take it into account. It's about research. Make sure that somebody's looking into it on their own, or talking to somebody that is a licensed professional as far as what they should be doing with their portfolio to take advantage of what's going on in cryptocurrency. After all the stability we saw, being that Bitcoin can be stable and can hold its value, this year proved it. But what's going to do next year is going to add a lot more activity from the legacy markets. We're going to have a lot more work from custodial accounts, from hedge funds, from just individual financial advisors. So we're going to have a lot more speculation, and we probably could see another year like 2017 going on. It's just a matter of preparing ourselves for that expectation. So now, moving into our stories for the week. And I'm saying that because our stories for the week, I don't have them. Normally I put those together in the morning, but instead of getting my stories together, I was actually getting the internet together. So go through our Twitter feed, scroll through that. You can see some of the ones that we have available. Go through our site, BitcoinCrypto.news, and you can see top stories that we've had there and major articles that'll refresh throughout the day. So it's always, you know, keeping abreast and apprised of the situation as best you can. There's a lot of information out. The main thing is the FUD's going to be out there. Pay it no mind. All right. Those of us that are in crypto know about crypto. We've got vision. Develop your long-term vision of what you see in crypto space. There's going to be setbacks. Everything has setbacks. We can't expect it to go up forever and ever. It's just not going to happen. Even rockets come back down. However, they can drop you off on the moon while it's on the way up. But the main thing is just make sure you sort through the news. We're a great resource for that, but no one resource has everything together. We do our best to make sure we have some of the top stories and some of the best information available for you. So be sure to keep abreast of that. And I'll have more for our news next week, I promise. Now, moving into our next segment, and this is our BCN 1 minute whip. In this portion, we like to go ahead and take 1 minute to look at a project, and we do this throughout the week. Mondays, we're doing the show, so I'm thinking about doing that more of an archive day. And then we have new videos coming out Tuesday through Friday. And that's the plan and the format I'm going to do from here on out. We're getting a lot of response. Thank you to all of our Instagram followers that are liking the videos and telling their friends about it and checking those out. So on Tuesday, we had a video from Nexo. Nexo is a really cool project. What it's doing is allowing instant loans on your crypto. So this way you can actually get fiat, maintain your crypto as far as holding that as a property, play with funds at a variable, at a manageable interest rate, and then pay them back at any time. Take 1 minute, look at their project, and then take some more time to go into their website and see exactly how that project works. Great idea. I mean, great disruption in the financial space, particularly in times that people would rather hold on to their crypto and use fiat and then get their crypto back rather than having to just sell it, particularly for Bitcoin maximalists. Now, so if you really want to get into the crypto, or if you're already in the crypto space and you're a little tight on funds, this could be a great opportunity to use that project. So highly recommend that video, checking that out. And then for our archive video, we went back and looked at Ethereum, put that one through the rounds. That way everybody can see that again. So thanks for everybody that liked that and promoted that. Thank you very much. Crypto shout out to you all. On Wednesday, we just did an archive day. This is when I was putting together the idea as far as doing a new video, just going straight archive. And then I decided, I'll do new video, archive, new archive, new archive. So we had looked at BTC, Bitcoin, and we also looked at Litecoin. So we put those videos out. Thanks again to everybody that liked those. And if you're on Instagram, by all means, let your friends know. Check out our profile. You like those videos. They're also put out on our Facebook and our social media. Share them around. And Thursday, we looked at Telcoin. All right, this is a great project. They intend to decentralize mobile networking and the phone space. So this way people can use their credits, their mobile pay through an app on their phone. So take 1 minute, look at their project. They've got some great stuff coming down the pipe. Just wonderful things to see from them. I didn't get an archive video out. Still working out the routine to make sure we can do that. And then on Friday, we looked at a project called Dropple. Now, what Dropple does is it automates trading. They have specific bots for specific activities that watch the market and give you alerts as far as what's going on into it. Take a minute, look at their project. Some great space for everybody that's into the technical analysis and into the actual day trading of cryptocurrencies. So that way they can have something that's more automated and they can have more predictable returns. It's difficult to look at everything going on and to watch every viable project. By using something like Dropple, somebody has the ability to look at several all at once, get specific alerts when particular activities happen, and that way they can focus their time on the ones that are moving rather than trying to find a mover before it happens. Check out the project. Cool stuff. And then we had the archive video from IOTA. So the IOTA project doing great things, doing big stuff in the auto manufacturing. So good on them. Check out those videos, learn about the new projects. We'll have a new one coming out each day, and that way people can expand their knowledge in the crypto space. So, with all that, we have Bitcoiners in Southwest Florida. The next meeting is coming up on January 3rd, and that'll be here at the Butterfly Estates. Uh, that group is the largest Bitcoin meetup or Bitcoin and cryptocurrency meetup in Southwest Florida. So anybody that's an enthusiast out here, instead of talking to your friends who are just so tired of hearing about Bitcoin, talk to people that are actually interested, that know about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and can further expound their information, their views for that. And through that, we actually had a visit coming from the Integrity Show. Nathan, pleasure having you come by, visit with us, have some coffee, and chat about the project they're looking to do. Um, they're looking to do something here in the local Southwest Florida area. So, doing our best to facilitate them, introduce them to some of the local players, movers, and shakers in the crypto space. But wonderful talk with them. So, crypto shout out to the Integrity Show. Check them out, look for them. They have great work as far as fundamentals in crypto space. Number one being security. If you have a project, get some third party involvement to test and make sure you can avoid a hack as much as you can. That's the biggest thing that Nathan really I took from his information and his experience. Very knowledgeable guy. Appreciate the time. Look forward to having you come down and hanging out with you all some more. So, if you're not a part of Bitcoin in Southwest Florida, check them out on meetup.com to sign up and stay up to date on the information that they have and what's going on in the local crypto space of Southwest Florida. Now, the best resource I provide is live courses. We do those online, or we could do them one-on-one for consulting. We have a Bitcoin 101 for somebody that's just getting started, brand new, needs to open their wallet, get their account set up. We have Bitcoin 201, somebody that has their wallets, but they're looking to expand now. Not going for full Bitcoin maximalism, but want to get into some altcoins and look into ways to profit from that. We teach you and help you on that. Bitcoin 301, then we go into trading strategies. Somebody that really wants to get into the down and dirty, learn different strategies and ways to profit on Bitcoin. We also have our Bitcoin 302, which is more strategies and more activities that somebody can do to do some more profit taking. So reach out to us. We do those by appointment only. So when you have something, a group of people or an individual, let us know. I'll share my information and experience with you. You can find us on all the major social media sites, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and we also found on Minds, on Tribes. If there's a social media site we're not on, let us know. We'll get there. MeWe, great resource. Michael Insane, love your group and everything that you guys are doing out there. So we have a lot of shout outs for people that need to put the list together. And thank you all for doing that. In the description below, you'll also find our referral links. So if you're starting an account on Coinbase, looking to get on Crypto Mama, looking to use Cryptopia, use those referral links. It gives us a little plug to say, hey, we helped you. It helps us. Everybody wins. Oh, Binance, also for that. Now, not just corporate sponsorship that the show thrives on, also donations. Anybody that would like to donate to us, there are some addresses below. By all means, go ahead and drop us a cryptocurrency for that to help expand and just give more information out to the crypto space. If there's a coin that you want to donate that we don't have an address up there for, let us know. We'll get you all set for that. So now, when getting into cryptocurrency, there's always a certain amount of risk. We want everybody to make sure it's a measured risk. The number one rule in crypto is never play with more than you can lose. So, always have to know, you've got to risk it for the biscuit. Because there's no gain without a little bit of sacrifice. It's something you got to keep in mind. But I want to thank everybody for coming out to the show. Paul Rouleau, thank you for your help. Everybody that shared videos, liked videos, I appreciate that, and we thank you tremendously for that. Um, but come catch us next week, Mondays, 9 a.m. Normally it'll be at 9 a.m. barring any technical issues, but those happen. But I just want to say thank you to everybody. You have a Merry Christmas. Everybody that finished up with Hanukkah, Chag Sameach. Hope everything went well for that. You do a Kwanzaa. I don't know what to say other than Happy Kwanzaa. All right, I don't do a Kwanzaa thing, but Happy holidays, everyone. Great time for family, friends. Let go of the negativity. Nothing but positive. We got nothing but a bright future in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Y'all have a great day, great week. You can expect some fluctuation and volatility in crypto. Prepare for it, plan for it, get some profit taken. Have a great one.